you have a seed and you plant that seed, is a seed of a tree or a seed of a flower or a seed of whatever. That when that plant or herb or tree grows, the shape and form and the way that tree will be will really depend very much on the quality of the land where you put that seed and the way you feed that seed. And if you present some kind of obstacle to the natural flow and grow of that plant will follow the shape and form that you gave it at birth. Like if you grow plants in your home, you put them in small pots. My ex here, for example, when she moved back to Taiwan, she left me 5 pots, small black pots with beautiful small plants that she carried in her house. She loved it. It was like the pot was, I don't even know, this is even really big. You know those small black pots where you can put a little bit of dirt and then you put a little bit of seed and then you grow your little plant. You want to maintain it at a certain shape. So she gave it to me, 5 of them. She had them for years, but they were just the same size and everything. No, she would just not grow more than the size of the pot, right? So, but she couldn't carry it with her to come back here because of, you know, like the requirements of flying with animals or plants. It's too much. So she left. She gave me them. And now what I did was I changed the pot, because the pot that she put the plants in were small like this, very small. I changed the pot. I gave it a bigger pot. Within a few months, those plants that she's kept for years that never grew bigger than the pot started growing in a way that I was like, what? And then when I show her through Skype, when I was in San Francisco, like, look at your plants, she was like, oh, they look beautiful, but that's not what I wanted with those plants. I wanted to keep them small. That's why I never changed the pots. Do you understand what I'm taking you with this reflection? So because I changed the small plant from the small pot and put them in a bigger pot and started watering them and nourishing them and everything, they started thriving and they started growing and they became big and tall. And she was like, no, that's not what I didn't want them to grow that way. So if you want to understand the asili, that is a little bit how you should think about that. So the seed is the seed. Where it started, where it come from, I don't know. Who created the seed? I don't know. Is it the universe? Maybe. Is it the energy that we all in Africa believe in as the originator of life itself, because it originated itself? Maybe. But I am talking about from the seed onward. That is what the asili also is talking about. From the seed, which is there, and that has life within itself, onward, depend now on what shape, form, content you give it. So that seed will grow depending on where it is. If it's in a bigger pot, it grows bigger. If it's a smaller pot, it grows smaller. If it is in a pot that is not straight, that is like round and some obstacle, the plant will grow changing direction, trying to adapt, and will have those contorted and curvy shapes. That is what this woman is talking about. The seed is there, the asili is there within all culture in the world. But it's the content that is put in that, the ground where that seed is put in, and the way that seed is fed and raised, that now becomes the problem. So, and you will see from the Western perspective, they started idealizing it, politicizing it, but they couch it intellectually and scientifically so that it would be implicit, and then it will be accepted as universal truth, which every other culture should bow to, because that is the only way of doing things. yes, then they justify in that, because they will say, and that now justifies everything else that they do, whether it's racism, slavery, or everything. Say, because we've grown with our civilization, we have dominated nature, we have controlled nature, we have taken the power, so we want to allow other human beings to be like us in our image. So therefore we are justified in dominating them, because we're bringing them democracy, civilization, science. It is one silly. It's universal, because the premise of the reasoning of this book and this author is that we all are cosmic beings. We all are cosmic beings. Doesn't matter the color of your skin, doesn't matter your cultural background, doesn't matter where you come, where you are, and anything. We all are cosmic beings with one common silly.